Everyone, welcome back. Today I have Maggie with me. Her name is Margaret, but we call her Grandma Maggie. My daughter-in-law, this is her grandma, and everybody loves Maggie. She is super fun, life of the party. Yeah, she's making everybody laugh all the time. Yeah, she is super fun. What I wanted to show you guys, so she has light brown hair. We put a 6N in her hair with blonde highlights for when it starts growing out. She wants to go red. We're not going like Crayola red, but we are going a pretty red. I have 5N for like a base color, but the 4R, I did way more color of the 4R than 5N. And we are gonna put that all around this base. And then I'm going to weave in that color with a little bit of blonde through the top, not a ton. And then for the cut, when we go to do the cut, we are going to layer it a lot more. But I want you guys to notice what this looks like. And then when we come back, how it is going to accentuate her skin color and her eyes. It's going to pop her eyes to have this darker and this red. Now, when you do red, red is the first color that will leave the hair strand. So you definitely want to use good product. So any of you out there that do red, like I said, this isn't Crayola red. We're not doing like red. But if you have a red color, you definitely want a good colored product to help hold in that color. So that is a key that I definitely would advise doing, is getting good product for coloring your hair, either dark or the red. But definitely when you have a red, get a good shampoo and conditioner. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you guys, is just come through. I'm going to cover all of this hair all the way through the ends and all the way around. And then I'm going to put the foils up through the top, and we will do that, let it process, and then we will come back and I will show you the color, but the fun cut that we are going to do with all the layering. So we will see you shortly. Okay, so I have put a few blonde throughout, and in between you can see I've covered it all with the red. So I just put a blonde foil here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 2 sections. I'm just gonna splice this over. And I'm going to cover all of this hair with the red color. You can put that in a foil if you would like. I just leave it out in between. Just make sure this is covered real good. Okay, and then I'm going to take one more section. So I like to take 2 sections of the dark, and then I will put the blonde right after the dark section.
And I asked for the blonde because I tend to have my gray show through faster in certain areas. So I'm so excited.
I love it. Thank you. Yeah, so that's what's nice, is we are adding all this depth to her hair. And especially for her pigment in her skin will be so pretty. This will look really good with the red. But like she says, with the natural highlighting coming through, we always like to have just a little bit of blonde for when that starts growing out. So yeah, I'm so glad you mentioned that. Thank you.
And I am really excited about this new color.
You know what? It's been fun because we have been talking the last, at least 4 times probably about, she's like, I really want to do red. Like, I really do. Then she's like, okay, maybe next time. And then she'll be like, no, maybe we really should do it next time. This time, she's all in. So we're doing it. So we're super excited. But I think, and you guys will notice how much it pops her eyes. And like I said, her skin tone, it's going to be so pretty with her skin tone. So yeah, I'm just really excited. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I did the blonde. I am going to cover all of this with the brown, red brown. And then I'm going to do one more blonde and then just make sure that front part is covered with the dark. So we will let this process. And then we will do the cut and then we'll show you the color once we get it all dry. So I'm covering this with the red brown. I'm doing one more blonde here and then just making sure it's all covered with the red brown. And then we will see you back to do the cut. Hi, welcome back. We are going to do Maggie's haircut now. We are going to take about an inch off of the bottom. She wants to keep her length, but she obviously wants to, trim it up nice. We're just going to take about an inch off of this bottom and come straight across here. And then she would like some volume. And so we are going to add some layers to her hair. And then make sure when you do this front part that their chin is level, that their chin is not down. Okay, then I'm going to put her head back down. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm going to tilt the head. Okay, then I'm going to tilt, just not like up, but just making sure that it is straight forward. And you can tell that's nice that we took that bottom up because it evens out with her sides here. Okay, now what we're going to do is start up on this top with the layering. We're going to take about an inch, just over an inch. So she has these shorter layers up through here. Okay.
And we're going to cut towards the face?
Yes, perfect. And so what we're going to do is with these layers around her face, we definitely are going to cut around her face so she feels like she has more style. Sometimes with a little bit longer hair, you can feel like it's just kind of blah, like it hangs there. If you layer around your face, kind of do some face framing, then, that can make you feel like it's styled more. Anyway, so even if you're not wanting to do a ton of layers, you can definitely do the face framing, and that helps change the style without, taking a ton of length up through this other area. So yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned that. So you can see that I am just taking these layers and I'm holding them out at a 90-degree angle, kind of all the way down. The reason I'm not just holding the layers up and just taking these short and leaving this, because I want those to connect to the bottom. And that's how we connect those layers to the bottom, is by holding this hair out. And I'll show you as we come down. See, you can see that I'm taking some length through this area. So I'm not taking the length as far as bottom, because see, that's falling out, but I'm taking this bulk through that area. That way it doesn't feel like you just have layers on the top and nowhere else. It's really good to connect these layers from this top coming down to the bottom.
And I've found with it all being similar to the same length that I don't get the volume that I'm wanting. So I'm hoping adding layers.
Yes, it will totally help. So yeah, if you guys are feeling like you're just not getting the oomph that you need, the layers will really, really help. And I'm excited. Even I was telling Maggie, you can even see like right now, even if she was to like scrunch this because she has natural curl, it's so cute and it will add a lot of volume through here. But yeah, so that's such a good way to add volume when you feel like your hair is hanging. Okay, now we're just going to come straight across, take this. There's a lot of weight on her top right there. You can see that we just took off. Okay, now we're going to hold this out and we're just going to trim a little bit of her sides going up to the top layer. Yes, this is going to be fun, Maggie. Just a good little change. I'm loving the color already. We don't have it dried out, but like, I can even see you next time being like, you know what? Let's go darker and even more red. Like, but getting you used to this color is going to be super fun.
I'll have to watch you very carefully when you style it. New style.
Yes, new style. Which honestly, it will be like easy for you. It truly will. You can pretty much style it the same. If you do want to curl it too, the layers with the curls would be super cute too. So yeah, you'll be good. I'm not worried about you. You.
I'm glad.
Yeah. No, you're good at styling your hair. You'll be great. So you can see I connected these layers out here with those top layers. Okay. Now we're going to do some face framing now. So her bang, we're going to bring up, so you can see it's down here. We're going to angle a little bit more. So she has a little bit shorter. So when she goes to pull up or something, she can have a little bit out so it will hang out. So yeah, just take that on an angle. And then we're going to bring this forward. She's already a little bit thinner there, so there's not as much hair through there. So we'll just come down here to the bottom and connect that. And then what we'll do, Maggie, is texturize through this because it's heavy here, and it will lay a lot easier for you.
Sounds like a great idea.
Okay, in fact, I'm going to come on this side. Sorry, you guys. Okay, we're going to come on an angle. We're going to take that. You could tell that it was just more flat this way. So we took it on an angle. Okay. Awesome. Okay, now what we're going to do is do a little bit of texturizing up through this top. She likes volume, so we're going to do a little bit of volume up through this area. You do not want to texturize by a part or a hairline, so just make sure you stay away from that. Now, I can tell Maggie's hair is going to be thicker here, just more hair. So what I'm going to do is come through and I'm just going to texturize this a little bit and take a little bit of this bulk out.
I love your explanation.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. I hope sometimes I get talking and I'm like, oh yeah, hopefully that makes sense to anyone out there, but but thank you. Sure. Sweet. Okay. So with Maggie's curl, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the Wow. This gives it a nice smooth look. Okay, we are going to spray with the leave-in. This is from Pravana. This is the Perfect Blonde. It's not just for blondes. It makes it super shiny, and it's a protectant. So we're going to spray that in, and then we will blow dry, and then we'll be back to show you the finished product. All right, welcome back. Now we have Maggie's hair. It's so pretty with the layers and that color. I'm going to take this off just so you guys can see it on her shirt. Just how pretty it is, and that color, and just the bounce that it has, all the volume, a little bit of the light up through the top. You look so good, Maggie. Do you feel good?
I feel wonderful.
Good. Super fun. Thank you so much again for letting us change up your hair. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And thanks for all of your support. It's great to get to know all of you. I love what I do. It's fun. It's fun to get to know all of you out there. And Maggie, thanks again. You look beautiful. I'm going to turn her around. You bet. One more time so you can see it's flowy, and you guys can see how much lift and volume you can get from those layers. So anyway, super fun. Thank you, Maggie. You guys have a good day, and we'll chat next time. See ya. Bye.